What's up, bloggers? Trend Dum Dum, come back at you again.
BellLife vlogs.
I don't have anything to say.
Don't fall asleep. Talk. So we went to Gatlinburg, or me and Amy went to Gatlinburg over the weekend, and Trey gets it, and so does Garen all the time. And you're out in public, somebody comes up and says, "Hey, I watch you guys all the time, blah, 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 you're hilarious," and all that. And then you ask them, you watch it on the website, and their first response is, "What do you mean website?" And a lot of people don't know what happened to the whole story, the whole backstory.
We've told the story. That's why we've told the story 47,000 times. You know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah, before everybody comments below that watches the videos all the time, this is for those people. We want to do a start to finish everything that happened, and then we'll never talk about it again. Right?
Yeah.
Should be good.
We'll get kicked off YouTube here in a couple weeks and have to fucking start over again. Yeah.
Hopefully people that don't know what happened, this is what's...
We're going to start with the story and tell them what happened.
Start on back to 2016. Is that when it was? Yep, 2016. I think the first video actually went up like January 27th, 2015. It was a saran wrap prank on one of his box trucks.
You're going back to that when we first started the channel?
Start to finish. Yep.
We ain't finishing.
What do you mean? No, I mean, well, start to where we're at right now.
I remember doing that video.
Yeah.
Me and Amy went in the Kroger right next to LA.
We ought to find that video and reload it again.
Probably could, couldn't I?
Yeah. That's the original video.
If it's still on the hard drive. We'll get to that part too. We'll get to that and explain all that.
Because I'd like to tell a few people to stick it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Me and Amy went in the Kroger and bought all the saran wrap they had. I was like, what are we doing?
Should have gone to the Walmart.
I thought that was crazy on the first video.
But that was the first video. We originally uploaded once a week, Sundays at 7:30. Did that for, I don't know how long we did that for, over a year?
Long time.
Over a year. It was actually pretty easy then. With one video a week, it wasn't a big
Now
deal.
Justice got us on everything.
Now
We're in outer space sometimes, you know. Check it out.
Now it's a little
Look
bit,
us up on in the outerspace.com.
a little bit more complicated. But anyways, fast forward, we were doing that for a year straight, and then I think we added.
I don't remember all that, Justice.
It was either Wednesdays or
It's
Fridays.
fuzzy. It's fuzzy.
I can't remember. This was the original BellLife. That's what the tattoos are. That's why there's no vlogs. That's why there's no bangs. That's why there's no ask. This is the BellLife.
Why there's no these.
Yeah. But everything was going good. We were bouncing around different things, train horn pranks, all that kind of stuff, till we found our type of style of
niche.
Whatever you want to call it, genre on YouTube.
Genre.
And then
It's like Jabba the Hutt.
pretty much went to, for a long time we didn't do drinking videos. The first drinking video we did was a case of Bud Light up here in Trey's kitchen. That was the first drinking video we ever did. Did eating nasty stuff, it was mostly eating nasty stuff, not eating a lot of stuff either, was it? It was just nasty stuff. It was nasty stuff, it was hurting each other, and originally it was just hurting me, right? It was just hurting me, and then we went to hurting me and Trey, and we would make two videos on the same, like the bullwhip, the first original bullwhip video. That's kind of when they started messing with us a little bit. For instance, my bullwhip video where Trey hit me with the bullwhip, mine went, there's 3 things on YouTube they can do to you, is not suitable for most advertisers, which means you make, I don't know, like 10% of what the video would actually make. There's not suitable. The second thing is age restricted. That means you don't make any money on the video, and YouTube doesn't promote the video as much.
They don't promote any of our stuff.
Yeah, and the views completely go tank. And then the third thing they can do is take the video down, and they change their thing all the time. Sometimes it's a strike, and then you get a warning, and then you get a strike, and then you get 3 strikes, and they delete your channel. Is what happens.
Depends on what side of the bed they wake up on, or who's looking at it.
So my bullwhip video got age restricted almost instantly.
Same videos. They're the same videos.
They're the same
I hit him, he hit me. Same deal.
Same
Mine goes viral or whatever, our first big video, and Justin's gets age restricted. It's like, you people are stupid.
Yeah, he called me and Amy were in the movie theater, and he called me, and you could watch the views, and it would jump like 1,000 views every like 5 seconds on there. And that was huge for us then. When you're first starting a channel, it's pretty crazy. But you all know the whole backstory. You're driving to the lake, and we were talking. I'm like, man, I wonder what we can do to get us big quick. And I'm like, man, we need to do something like all these other guys are doing, these big public pranks.
Yeah.
Rode the dirt bike, pit bike.
That was brought up months before that, Justin. I kept saying, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not big enough to do that yet. That's stupid. We don't need to do that yet. On and on and on. And then I got called a pussy, and you're just being a wimp. Come on, let's do it. And I said, we can go to jail. We can get in trouble for this. Oh, don't be a wimp. Okay.
That was probably September, October. It was like October.
You say I told you so.
It was like October, November of 2016. I did that.
That hurt.
Filmed it on a Sunday, uploaded it on a Sunday night at 7:30.
They thought we did it on a Friday night and everything else. They didn't have a clue what was going on.
We're on radio stations. What was that song they played?
I still have it on my.
Oh, it's a streak by Ray Stevens. Here he comes to the pole beans, round the fruits and vegetables, snacking as a jaybird.
That's the funniest thing.
Ray Stevens. That's who sings that. He sings "Would Jesus Wear a Rolex?" That's an awesome song. If you ain't heard that, listen to it. Talks about these evangelists.
Dangerous, though. I mean, look at he's going through all the people. They could have hurt somebody. And that was Police Sergeant Natalie Sylvia, my witness, was talking to Channel 9 about the brothers who tried to make some money by posting a prank on YouTube.
They tried to make some money.
Bell, who's 27, and 44-year-old Howard Bell.
Gosh.
Taylor Bell. What
6
they
years
did
ago.
was they made a video that shows Justin describing the video as dum-dum, riding on a miniature dirt bike to the Walmart store in Alexandria, and he's only in underwear, a Superman cape, along with helmet and boots.
Try not to
Now,
laugh.
in the store for about 2 minutes, they say he came to the grocery entrance, headed to the automotive section, and then
The fruits and vegetables.
They posted the video on YouTube, and that's how they got busted. They said
That's how we got busted.
now, but police arrested them yesterday, and now they're in the Campbell County Jail. They're bond set at $50,000.
Oh, man. They did a heck of a job, man. Heck of investigating there.
Luck would have it, we did actually find an eyewitness who was there at the Walmart stop that Dum-Dum rode through it.
Dum-Dum.
Just a miniature dirt bike. Let's go to him now.
This is your Action News reporter with all the news and
There
info
is.
across the nation.
There is.
Seen at the supermarket. There seems to have been some disturbance here. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did. Here he comes. Don't look at him.
I don't know if we'll get whatever's called from that, but that's it.
It's copyright.
But that's it. It's all over it was all over. We posted it on Sunday night. We all went to work on Monday. Then Monday night, 10 or 11 o'clock, they came and arrested us. Wanton endangerment in the first degree, felony. And then how long were we off?
You would have thought we robbed the Federal Reserve. I mean, my gosh.
I think we were off for a year, weren't we?
That was a long time.
I think it was about a year, because 2017 we went to, finally, I don't know, we went to court 9 or 10 times. That's a whole nother story, we've told it before, but went to court. Now, we were in jail 20.
That's all about money. That whole situation is about money.
Yeah,
We don't know that.
We were in jail for 24 hours, me and Trey. It felt like 25 years. And then went to court 9 or 10 times. They kept getting, what's that word they kept using? They kept getting pushed out further. Every time we'd go to court.
Postponed.
It was something.
Continued.
It kept getting continued. Finally, our attorneys wanted us to plead guilty to wanton endangerment in the second.
Wanton.
In the second degree, which is a misdemeanor. Did that, and then we ended up with 250 hours community service and 2 years probation, non-reporting.
That's because Dummy wouldn't go to jail for 2 days. We could have had it all done. We could have gone to jail on a Friday. Yeah.
You forget.
No, I
we
didn't
did.
forget.
We were going to jail on Friday night, and he called and said, "How'd you like I say you didn't have to go to jail?"
No, Justin. No.
That's what happened.
When we went back in, they offered that again. They said, we can do that again. And you said, I'm not going back to jail.
What?
You did.
I don't remember that.
That's a fact. You did it right in the attorney's office. So I'm not going back to jail.
I think you're off there because he said we would. That's what we said we do. We'd go in Friday night, be released Monday morning.
I know, Justin,
right?
but then when they said we had to go back to court, that was offered again. The same deal. And you go, I'm not going back to jail. And that's when we got the community service.
I don't
and all
remember that. I thought the guy from Kentucky said he wanted jail time.
Just go.
Anyways, we ended up 250 hours community service, and what we got was a lot better than going to jail because it wasn't bad at all. And
I would have gone to jail in a minute.
well, I'm not going to say all that stuff what we had to do, but it was a 250 hours community service and 2 years non-reporting probation.
I'd take the jail.
We weren't allowed. weren't allowed.
House arrest. House arrest we were under. We're not, all we could do is go to work and come home. That was it. That's what they called it, house arrest. We didn't have bracelets on them.
Yeah, and our original thing, that's what they were going to use for time served. And then that got thrown out.
I got pitched out, you know.
We had to do the whole case over again, but that's a whole nother
It was
deal.
all about the prosecutors fighting each other. The misdemeanor prosecutor was mad that the felony prosecutor thought it was a joke, and that made the misdemeanor prosecutor blah, blah, blah. We heard all kinds of different stuff about it, but it was a joke. The whole thing was a joke.
And on top of all that, the judge said we weren't allowed uploading to any internet website, which means anything. So that really screwed us, which wasn't a big deal because YouTube wasn't. You can't do that on social media. You have to post no matter what's going on in everybody's lives. You have to post. So it was actually kind of nice, believe it or not, because when we weren't posting, then everything else was fun instead of relying on or trying to figure out what you're going to do.
Everything else was fun.
Yeah, you stopped thinking about it for a little bit, but finally we got back with the
Is everything else not fun right now?
Well, I mean, you didn't have to think about videos all the time.
Oh, okay.
We got back a hold of the attorneys and did all the community service. Went back to court again, and it was pretty funny. When they got done with the whole thing, we showed them the community service was done. This was after our 2 years probation. And I actually asked the judge, I said, are we allowed, posting the original Walmart video that we had to take down to get out of jail in the first place? And are we allowed posting again? And he actually came back and said, I didn't say you guys couldn't upload to, the internet. Remember him saying that?
I just
standing right there.
The whole thing was just, it's over. We're done with it. Whatever.
Yeah, that's over. So we put the video up and it flopped anyways. So it was the biggest.
Yeah, then do worth the crap. Justin's talking about how good it's going to do. He's going to be rich and loaded, like that woman said. He's trying to make money. Upload the video to YouTube.
It didn't work. I actually said
44-year-old Howard Bell.
They said that right over the news to the news people. They did this on a Friday night. No, we didn't do it on a Friday night. We did it on a Sunday morning. So
it's funny the way they said that. They said that
those news people, fake news. They don't even know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about.
I actually screwed the story up there when we
clean my shoes. They're nasty.
When we went back to court. In one of those times, we'd already finished the community service. And this is like a year into the probation. He said we were allowed posting again. And so we posted from like 17 to 18. That's when we started staying our own.
Wasn't that because they said they could, that was a right of ours or something? Didn't they? The attorney said that was a right?
Yeah, what's that right?
First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, freedom of speech. So we were allowed to. So we posted. That's when we started doing hitting each other, eating nasty stuff. And then we started throwing drinking videos in. We did that for like a year straight. Well, then after the 2 years probation was up, that's when we were allowed to post a Walmart video. I'll never forget posting it. And there's a YouTube creator studio on your phone. I was watching it, and it was the worst video we had ever done. I'm like, well,
because it wasn't our Jonda.
Yeah, because like
what's that do that thing on Facebook? She's not in the badass genre.
No, it's genre. And
Genre.
It's TikTok.
I know what I say.
It's
I can't remember. I can't keep up with all these down on social media stupid things.
It's a bad B genre.
Bad girls, bad girls.
It's a genre.
It's a genre. You're not in a genre.
But we had.
There was a small person that did a video. Have you seen that one? The small person. You can't call them midgets. You got to call them small persons.
Little people. But
little people. Little fellas, sausage fingers.
When we first did the Walmart video, we were still trying to figure out our niche on YouTube, and then when we were on probation making our videos, we actually fell into our genre, and then when we uploaded that Walmart video, that's like uploading this vlog onto our main channel. It wouldn't work. So that's so then we continued on doing what we were doing like normal, and YouTube was messing with us here and there on stuff. Our stuff's 100% real. You can see the scars all over from it, and YouTube wasn't like that. When we did the public prank, that's when we found out that everybody that does the public pranks, Jackass, MTV, everything is fake. Everything is fake. Some of the stunts might be real, but it's all set up. All of it is set up. So
and action.
When we started our channel, I wanted it to be real from the beginning, and that's what it is. So progressed. What year was that?
Justin, you lost me.
That was like 18.
My head's just spinning.
They kept messing with us, age restricting videos, and and then they started taking videos down. Your video's been taken down for violating, or is it violating, or what's it called?
Community guidelines.
Yeah, violating community guidelines. So then you're allowed to appeal it, and then sometimes they'll send the thing back saying, congratulations, your video is back up, but it's age restricted.
And it'll be the same thing the next week. And it's just it's the pick of the litter. Oh, okay, this week, you're good this week. Go ahead and go. You're fine. Next week they hit. Same kind of video. It's like, We just had the same thing up last week, and you.
Yeah, so then we started uploading videos early. We started getting ahead on videos on YouTube. And you have to have the title, the thumbnail, the description, all typed in. And then if it goes yellow, then you can appeal it. And then sometimes it'll come back green. It's
a game.
It's a big game is what it is.
Game.
So we did that forever. Everything was fine. Every once in a while, a video get taken down. We had up to 2 strikes before. So we had our permanent warning, and then we got our strike, and then we got all the way up to 2 strikes. And that's when the videos would go down to us eating a box of cereal, or the videos got
And then, and then everybody would bitch. That's boring. That's a boring video. Well, if we don't do something like that, they're gonna we're gonna hit the street.
Yeah, where you can't get in trouble.
Right.
So they they did that forever like that. Well, when was that?
Just get to the part. We don't have to go through all this crap.
So in the middle of all that, we started our vlog channel and started Ask the Bell Life, and
Because we knew we were going to get drugged down for the main channel. I never in a million years, I've said it 1,000 times, and I'll say it 1,000 times again, I never thought they would take the channel down. I was blown away when they did what they did. I was like, what?
On social media, you always want to have a couple different outlets just to, in case something like that does happen. Because our original vlog channel had 107,000 subscribers, and
110, wasn't it?
107. And then when something happened, you could broadcast through that channel to tell your audience,
Some of your audience.
Yeah, what
Because our
happened.
main channel had 500,000.
476. Yeah. So I mean, it was
He's got the exact number: 476, 322, 1.
and 36 on the Ask the Bell Life. But so we had everything was up and running, and then the big decision: do we want to try to do social media full time? Came around. Talked about. I mean, me and Trey talked about it for like 3 years. Just always talking about it in the background. It'd be cool to be able to do that eventually. Blah blah blah. But it was always scary with the age restricting videos. Well, they stopped messing with us for a long time, didn't they? It was like 2 or 3 months. It was good. Everything was great. And you'll see other YouTubers out there that have videos just like this. It happens to everybody. And so they and keep in mind back then they were messing with gun channels big time. I mean, Big Hickok 45 lost his channel. A lot of they're messing with them huge, and they weren't messing with the Jackass channels as much. So
now we started the gun channel. So you know what they're going to do now? They're going to start messing with gun channels again.
Yeah. So we decided to. How'd that work? Amy was pregnant. The last month or whatever, she stopped working. And finished the pregnancy deal part or whatever. And then
the pregnancy deal part.
Yeah, and then I came when the baby was born. I decided to take off 2 weeks. Well, then on the end of the second week, we were talking. That's
2 weeks led the rest of his life.
Yeah, you guys saw we were talking about building a house and all that kind of stuff, and it was still scary. And Amy said, "Well, why don't we just stay here where we're at and comfortable because these are just 90, 100. There's dumps and
dumps.
It's just What I'm saying is you go work at the gas station and pay for these houses. That's not a big deal. So
you can't do that.
So that was the scariest thing in the world. I went in and quit. So go in and quit, and then everything was fine. Was it fine? No, it wasn't. About 2 months later.
Still working. Gary was working.
Yeah, about 2 months. About 2 months later.
I might need a nap.
About a month later,
Is it 2 months or a month? Which one is it?
I think the first one came down a month. They took a drinking video down, and the drinking video was how fast can you drink a 6-pack of Smirnoff?
And we had 100 of them up there.
Yeah, not drinking like 1,000 Smirnoffs, just drinking a 6-pack. Everybody's about 21 at the house. Nobody's driving. Everything's perfectly legal.
We showed IDs and everything before we started.
Everything's legal. But they take that one down and thought, okay, well, this happened before. We already had the permanent warning. That was our first strike. The strikes come off your channel after 90 days. The permanent warning stays forever.
What a joke.
So we had it.
Permanent warning stays forever for some people. Remember that?
Yeah, for some people. Yeah,
Some people get a warning and then they get it taken off. But ours stayed on the record the whole time.
So kept going. Normal. Our upload schedule was Sunday, Wednesday, Friday.
We were down for a week. We got the first strike, right?
They make you down. What you take a?
Yeah. You're down a week after.
You're killing me over there.
Yeah, you're not allowed uploading for a week when you
Must
get
be a
your first
boring
strike.
video. We're yawning.
You get your second strike, you're down for 2 weeks, and this is for all the freaking people asking us questions all the time.
I know what's for.
So
I'm listening.
I'm trying to. We're down a week, and then 2 or 3 weeks later, they take another drinking video down, and this one was how fast can you drink a 6-pack of Smirnoff through a silly straw. Same exact video as the first one that got taken down. So then I freaked out and went and panicked or privated like 40 drinking videos, all the drinking videos on our channel, thinking we're good, right? Well, fast forward like
Thinking we're good.
a week later, we had 2 strikes. That means we weren't allowed uploading for 2 weeks, and we documented all this on the original vlog channel, why we're down, blah, 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 all this stuff.
And we tried to upload those videos, but people kept bitching. Those are old videos.
Yeah, we tried to
I've already seen them.
re-upload all the original vlogs. But, so then, like, I don't know what time it was. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. That's when he comes into the picture.
Yeah, I was sleeping and I got up to go to the bathroom and I looked at my phone and I had like
Crap or pee?
just pee.
All right.
Man, you're crapping at 2 in the morning. There's no problem.
You might be sick. You might have had the scares. I was just checking on
There was
you.
a bunch of messenger messages that go, "Hey, what happened to the main video?" I guess these are people from different countries that are awake then, or that are in different time zones.
What, you just pick the phone up and start looking at the phone?
I see what time it was when I woke up and I see all the messages. So I looked and said, "What happened to the channel, man? What happened to the channel?" And I was like, whatever. So I went and go pee and I came back and looked on there and I got the link to YouTube on my Instagram, so I clicked on it and it said this page no longer exists. I'm sitting there thinking, that's not good. So I tried to call these 2 and neither one of these 2 would wake up. So I had to drive over here like 2 o'clock in the morning.
No, you got a hold of me.
No, I
Not in the
didn't.
middle of the night.
Not in the middle of the night.
Oh, you didn't?
I called Alyssa, Michael, Amy. All you guys were just
He
hibernating.
called the whole tribe.
You guys were hibernating.
Couldn't get none of us.
So I drove over here in the middle of the night on a work night and got them up.
He had to specify. On a work night.
Well, I woke up to him knocking on the door. I'm like, how in the world's knocking on the door?
Might have been the law.
And then Amy said, it's, well, I went back to sleep and then Amy came in and said, Justin, the channel's deleted. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I started thinking, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, this is great. We don't have jobs. And then we just got the Dodge and the Ford. We just got the Dodge.
trucks.
Just got the Dodge and the Ford. I'm like, okay, so a million things are going through my mind. You go in, and sometimes if you word the appeal just right, you can only put in like 50 words, so you have to say everything right in this. So I'm like, all right, we appeal it at 3:30 in the morning or whatever time it was. And I went in and I'm like, well, I guess it's all fucking over. We're all going back to work, and we can't.
Me and Garen were still working, by the way.
Went to bed. Yeah, I was the only one. Yeah. That's another story. But so go back to bed. Get up at. I think by then Garen had got a hold of Trey, right? About 7 or 7:30 in the
Something like
morning.
that. I can't remember exactly what time it was.
Yeah, Trey had gotten. Yeah, there's a whole nother story to that too. Remember that? You had hired a driver.
Oh yeah, I had a driver to start that following Monday. Actually, it would happen on Thursday, didn't it?
I think it was Thursday. It was Friday morning or something, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Friday morning. And you had somebody starting.
I had
on
somebody.
Monday.
Well, he was going to ride with me for a week, and then he was going to start the following week. So I was going to work the next week, show him how to do it, and then
That was part of the deal. I said, either one of us, if I quit, then whatever. I know he still has the business.
I didn't want to
but-
give up my business.
But I'm
so-
saying if he quits, I quit. If I quit, blah blah blah, and that's what it was supposed to happen.
So then I was like, then I went into kind of panic mode, called the guy that I was going to hire, he's a really good friend, and I said, dude, I can't. They deleted our channel, so that kind of went south quick. So I was still, he was fine. He still had another job, so it didn't really matter. So then from there,
Yeah. So then he kept working, and this is still Friday morning. That morning, everybody's talking back and forth, and the older generation that they're like, just start another YouTube channel. We got that comment 25 million times.
Can't do that.
Well, you can't just start another YouTube channel and get that many
we
subscribers.
could have started another YouTube channel, do the same thing, and it happened again.
Yeah, that's the
You
scary
just
part.
sit there. It's like being stuck in a mud hole. You know what I mean? You might move a little bit, but
The best
slide
case,
back in. You move it. It's like you can't win with
the
that.
best scenario to put yourselves in with that is if your wife, your girlfriend, or vice versa, the husband cheats on you in the middle of a relationship, and you're like, okay, well, we'll try it again.
It don't work.
And it doesn't work. So, everybody wanted to start it over, again.
I'm gonna have to take a nap. We keep going longer here.
Everybody
I'm
wanted
landing
to
a plane.
start it over again, but thought the best decision you could do that other people have done is start your own website, your own platform, and you can upload whatever you want on there. And we still had the vlog channel and still had Ask the BellLife. So, thought that was the best idea for the situation that we were in, and then we started looking into it like we always do. We always jump into things head first without kind of looking into things. That's what our videos are. And found out that
In the middle of the video, can this kill you? I don't know.
Find out you got to have an IT guy, and then we already had a website designer. Well, we got them on it immediately, and this process was supposed to take like 3 months to happen. Well, we rushed it
In a week or 2 weeks or something.
yeah, like a week or whatever it was. Started a website, and of course, didn't have enough servers, and it kept crashing. It was the biggest freaking nightmare in the world. PayPal.
Justin was on the verge.
Oh my God. PayPal was locking us out because they thought we were dealing
He had to
drugs.
call the suicide line 3 or 4 times, the hotline.
They
They had to talk him off ledge a couple times.
They thought we were dealing drugs. The website was messing up. Finally, it took like, I don't know, about 3 or 4 weeks, a month.
It's like about a month.
Took about a month, and then it started running somewhat smooth. We kept running into things that was happening, over and over again. And
Man, it was always something for a little while there.
yeah, finally, the BellLife.com is up and running.
Something we got her ironed out.
Yep,
It was doing good.
up and running. Everything's good, and I think that's when this happened. Is that when you happened, or is that when we lost the vlog channel and lost Ask the BellLife? I think that's when.
Garen ends up.
No. That's what happened because I was freaking out even more over it. Me and Trey are working out, doing what we're normally doing. Well, then people that are there's a lot of them on the internet, of course. They're
Haters.
yeah, that, and they're not. We had all kinds of haters come out of the woodwork or whatever. About how we deleted our own channel on purpose and
Scam life.
Scam life.
all that. Yeah, all
You idiots. You idiots. I'm amazed how stupid you people are, the ones that do that too. I'd like 5 minutes alone with you in a room. That's what I'd like. No, I wouldn't because I'd probably have a heart attack. I'm too old, but
they started.
I'd go at it like I'm killing snakes. And
And
you
they-
guys are stupid. You have no idea what you're talking about.
They still do it to this day or whatever, but they'll sign up for a membership on the website, and then they'll screen record our videos. They're not hacking the website like they say they are. in
And it
the
looks
videos.
like crap when you watch it on YouTube. It's all giddy and giggly. It looks like total crap.
Yeah, so when they do that, our videos are being compressed when we upload them to the website to save storage on the server. Well, they screen record it. That downgrades the footage right there, and then when they re-upload it back to their
Downgrades it again.
when they re-upload it back to YouTube, YouTube compresses it again, so the footage it's I don't
Crap.
it's like 520p or something by the time they get it uploaded. But so they started doing that, and it was getting aggravating because they're directly stealing our direct videos, and it was getting aggravating. So I thought, oh, we'll just copyright strike them, because they're stealing our stuff. Well, the
I
BellLife.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
the
gosh.
BellLife was gone. It was not on YouTube. So we were uploading all of our original videos back to our website. Well, these people were taking those videos and putting them on their channels. So it was aggravating us. So we thought, okay, we'll go ahead and copyright strike them. So we sent out like 13 or 14 copyright strikes because there was like 13 or 14 at least at that time. There was like 20.
There's still like probably 5 or 6 idiots that try to do it.
Yeah. So we do it. We do that. We're down at the lake. I start getting emails on my phone saying you guys, basically in a nutshell, you're making false claims. I'm like, what? I didn't know what is it talking about, making false claims? Start looking at the emails more, and it says you're making this video that you copyright strike basically isn't your video. You're making false claims. If you don't stop, something bad's gonna happen. I don't know the exact email or whatever. So I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. And then finally, I get an email
They locked us out.
saying just my email that was controlling all of the
It's suspended.
is permanently banned from Google. And I'm like, what the crap does that mean? So I go to YouTube and I look on. I can't get in the back end of the Creator Studio. We can't log in.
It was to the point where it was almost comical. The
Yeah.
crap that was happening to us. It's like, what? Like this, there has to be somebody that's just
It was
watching.
one thing after another.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Snowball effect.
The only thing any of us could do was look at the BellLife vlogs and look at Ask the BellLife. We could watch the videos
Can't
that were
add
up.
a video, can't edit a video,
Can't
do
delete a
anything.
video, can't
Can't
do
do
anything.
nothing.
Yeah. So then we're like, okay. So then I'm like, this is stupid. We hired a copyright attorney, right? We're like, we're gonna hire a copyright attorney. So we hire them.
Yeah, but some of that still's in the works, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of that's still working. So, I mean, that's a whole different ball of wax there. But, some of these people think they can do whatever they want, not get in trouble with. I got news for them. They're wrong. You know what I mean? But it's like anything else that has to do with law. It takes forever to get any ball rolling.
Well, the first copyright attorney was the ass clown. We spent $5,000. It was the biggest joke in the world. They come back and basically can't do it. They say we can't do anything. Well, then the new copyright attorney that we got is a lot different story. If you copy our stuff directly now, there's
You don't get popped.
Yeah, bigger consequences. We're not allowed to say anything else than that, but there's really big consequences. So, so now we're permanent banned from the Ask the Bell Life and the Bell Life vlogs. Can't touch them, can't do anything. So then people are commenting saying that we've quit everything. We're money hungry. We're sending everybody to the website because we want all the money we can make, blah, blah, blah. And we couldn't do anything except put videos on the Bell Life Facebook and crap.
We had no other choice than to do what we did. That was it. I mean, you could start another YouTube channel, yeah, and that would do the same thing. You know, just like, for instance, we start another YouTube channel. We start BellLife Bangs. It's not making any, we're not making any money on that. We couldn't live on, you know, he didn't have a job. Yeah. So we didn't have a choice. You know what I mean? So, and then if we go right back to the same genre, as Justin says, it would do the same thing. Even if it did grow to 100,000, 200,000, we still could not get on there and put the kind of stuff that you all like watching, like it's on the .com. You can't do that. Nudity, if you show butts, anything like that. We did all that stuff in videos. Drinking. We can do all that on our own website. And the beauty to that is the people that like to steal content can't steal that content. Or they can, they leave it up for a week or so and they have to take it down. All their little games, they got to play with that.
Because they will get in trouble.
They'll get in trouble because YouTube won't let them keep it up. So those people that are trying to do stuff like that, keep it up. You'll see what happens. They'll take it down. Period.
So then YouTube is we're idle on both of those channels. So then we had to get a hold of YouTube through another account that doesn't even have any other videos on it. Tell them the whole scenario. Had to get YouTube somebody at the creator studio. It's like talking to the wall. It took hours and hours to get through. And then we had to make the decision.
It's like trying to call President Trump. You can't get hold of nobody.
To delete our Ask the Bell Life channel and our Bell Life Vlogs channel, the original channels. So then they delete them, gone.
You're back to zero.
So that was our decision to delete both of those because we weren't allowed controlling those with our.
We couldn't do anything with them.
Yeah.
And if we left them up, then you imagine trying to explain to people, oh yeah, we got 2 channels. So watch it on our new channel. They pull it up, the old channel comes up. What's on our new channel? It just was a cluster screw. We couldn't do nothing with it. So, we didn't have a choice.
To be clear, the main Bell Life channel was deleted by YouTube, and then we deleted our Ask the Bell Life and the Bell Life Vlogs original.
Because YouTube locked us out of them.
Yeah. So then the next thing was, okay, what do we do now? So we start another Bell Life Vlogs, which is what you're watching now, and a new Ask the Bell Life. So they went all
This original channel had 107, as Justin said. Now we've got, what, 49, 48?
I actually don't know that.
I think it's 48.
It's in the 40s. And so we started both of those channels over again.
47,593 is how many subscribers we had? 598. Sorry, we gained a few.
Yeah.
47,598.
So started all that, over again, telling, we told this story.
Thank you guys for subscribing, by the way.
At the beginning video. And then, right when we start those 2 channels.
Ask the Bell Life has 16,802.
Yeah, right when we start those 2 channels, Garen calls me. I'm sitting on the back porch with Dad.
BellLife Banks has 19,713.
Coming up.
Coming up, baby. Coming on strong. So go ahead, Garen. What happened then?
Oh, well, at the time it was scary, but it's probably the best thing that's ever happened to me now. So I was out working on some hot roof, changing some filters for jump change.
Some hot roof.
And my boss calls me. He says, "Hey, you need to come into the office. We need to talk to you."
His boss is my old boss. We were in the same group.
And so I come on in there, and he says, "We got a few issues. We got to go talk to the what is he? The
I
president?
don't know what they're talking about.
Is he the president or the CEO?
Vice president.
We got to go talk to the vice president. So we go sit down with him and human resources, and the human resource link. She hands me these 2 pages, double-sided. She said, "Will you read that for us, please?"
Okay, so pause right there. So
Pause.
In the middle of all of that happening, like we said, all the haters came out of the woodwork. Came out of the woodwork. Everybody started making videos about the Bell Life because it was a hot subject. Then it's still kind of hot, but
It's still kind of hot.
yeah. So they kept making videos, and everybody's trying to get a bunch of views on their own channel. So they're going back. This is before our vlog channel and our Ask the Bell Life channel, the original channels, were taken down. This is when we were at idle when we couldn't touch them, right? This all came, this was when all this happened. So they're going through all the videos, anything they can, and they were, the funniest thing.
Grasping for straws.
And they can, just like with the Confederate flags and all that kind of stuff, that has nothing to do with being racist. That just means Southern. It means we're rebels of the system. It doesn't mean anything that against black people, Asian people, any of that kind of stuff. It doesn't mean any of that crap. Well, all of that, then we're racist, we're scam life because we're taking people's money for the website.
I was a womanizer. I beat women. I heard all kinds of stuff.
Everything. Basically, if you do social media, you
Gary's fat.
Gary's fat. On and on and on.
You gotta have really, really thick skin.
We've heard it all. We've heard it all. Say it again. Who cares?
So then the racist life comes out, and
oh yeah, that was a good one.
the racist life comes out. So that
We've had the Confederate flags in every video since we started. It's been on my barn. I mean, I had it my whole life. Favorite cars generally. Whatever. Run with it. All the liberals have is you're racist. Well, you're just racist. That's all they have. Okay. You got anything else? Because that's all you come at me with. You're racist.
before Trey had his own business, he worked for Airborne, and DHL bought him out. And DHL actually had, he's got multiple black friends. What's his name?
Time.
Yeah, Ty.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with any of that kind of stuff. But on social media, if they make a video, then you get little groups that believe that.
Oh, they run with it. They run with it.
And that video got back to where me and Garen used to work, and then that's what these letters were about that he was going to read.
Yes, about pretty much. We
It's actually on this wall right here, the wall of shame.
Yeah.
That's the wall of shame.
The wall of shame.
There was all kinds of.
So take this and pause the video. I'll move out of the way, and then edit whatever you want in here.
Yeah, and then put whatever stickers you want in there, and then send it out. Say that was on our wall.
Yeah.
So
whatever.
There was all kinds of technical terms on the papers.
I still have the paper over at the house.
We still got it. Pretty much saying you either get off,
Get off. Can you get off? Can you edge?
Stop making videos and get completely off YouTube and
I think it said
Remove all videos that you're in on YouTube.
I think
That would be impossible.
I think it said remove himself from all social media, and this happened in the middle of all the people stealing our content.
Yeah, and keep in mind, we got all these people that don't have these I call them imbeciles, that don't have enough sense to make their own content. They have to steal content and try to make money off of it. They're doing that with our videos that were already on YouTube. As YouTube, we were on YouTube, they were still stealing our stuff. So it's like, we can't do that. These clowns that have no life still put us all, to this day, he could never get off YouTube. There's no way we can get off social media the rest of our life. As long as it's around, we're going to be on social media.
Yeah, so it said remove himself from all of that.
Can't do that.
Or be terminated.
Take a hike.
And then it also said, down the road, if something pops up, if you go into an account where somebody doesn't want you there, you can also be fired for that too.
Yeah. So I was screwed. So the human resource lady said, well, take some time to think about what you're going to do.
I don't need no time. Daddy's out.
Well,
See ya.
Gary called me.
So I went out in the parking lot, which is sitting there, still making money, by the way, sitting there, and called Trey and Justin. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? What do you think I should do?
He called me and he told me this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, because we had just started the website and we lost both the BellLife vlogs and Ask the BellLife. Just started those back, had like 20 subscribers. I'm like,
So we had almost all the way to the nutsack, and then they just went ahead and shoved it all the way to the nutsack. There you go, right in your ass. There, thank you.
Man, oh man, I don't know if it's a good time to, because then we gotta, you know what I mean? It's a huge. I mean, it's already a responsibility.
It's a gamble.
Yeah, it's a huge gamble.
Can I
Roll the
Can I
dice.
say what I'm doing now?
Yeah, I know, that's fine.
So I called Trey. He says you can come work for me. So I was like, okay. So I walked around back in and went and talked to the vice president. I said,
I'm out.
I'm out of here. I said, that's unfortunate. I show up to work every day and you're gonna let me go.
So when Garrett called me, I said, let me think about it for a minute. Then he calls me back like 5 minutes later and says, well, I quit. He's bringing me home from work right now. I'm like, are you serious? I said, oh my gosh. Are you serious?
Once again, Justin called the suicide hotline. They had talking off the edge
So,
again.
golly, we got a lot of respect. So that was a year and a half ago?
I've been working for Trey for almost 11 months now.
Was it 11 months? A year and a half ago we started the website.
It's been a year that he started. It's been a year.
No, I'm lying. No, it's been a year that we started the website this upcoming month. That's what it is, yeah, because it was a month after starting the website.
Keep up with everything. I don't know. Everything gets fuzzy.
So he comes home and then he starts working for Trey and the BellLife and everything's
Honky dory.
yeah, everything's going good. And
For now.
so then fast forward about a month ago. You know, everybody, we still get comments to this day. When are you all coming back to YouTube? When are you coming back to YouTube? We've been kicking it around, different ideas of what to do on YouTube. And
Man, the BellLife Shorts channel is not us. BellLife Shorts channel is not us. So
Yeah.
everybody asks me that too. Is that BellLife Shorts, you guys? It's not us.
so we tried different things, you know, on the TikTok, you know, 'cause TikTok's really easy to grow on. Tried on there. Our content does not work at all on there from the website. Immediately gets taken down. For instance, right now we're banned from TikTok for 2 weeks because I put.
We get banned from TikTok because of my t-shirts.
Yeah, so
Sexual content.
TikTok didn't work, and we thought about Instagram.
They're really out to lunch.
Thought about Instagram, thought about Facebook, thought about Twitter, all that kind of stuff, and
Twitter might be coming around strong though.
yeah, we'll have to see if that's gonna do anything or not. But
Man, they'll probably tie his hands on that too, I'm sure.
so then we all grew up with guns. My whole crow hunting and trap shooting and guns, and I've always had a bunch of guns. When we actually first started the original BellLife, we had a gun in every video.
Yeah, we got in trouble for that too.
Yeah, had a
Well,
gun.
some of them seen that gun room you had. It was freaking sweet.
That was nice.
That was the old original office before, we still got to do a basement update. I know we're actually living in a basement now, but that's a whole nother story. But
Living in a van down by the river.
had a bunch of guns, and I'm like, why don't we just start a gun channel? Because it doesn't seem like they're messing with gun channels as much. So we start the BellLife Bangs channel, and that's a way to get our comedy back onto YouTube without hitting each other, but also involving guns, right?
Yeah, I mean, and everybody, that the whole purpose of that thing is to get back on YouTube, just to satisfy some of the people that don't want to pay for the website or can't afford to pay
And
for
then
the
some
website.
people can't afford it,
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
It's just that genre.
Right.
It's guns. It's not hitting each other.
Yeah, we're not hitting each other on there. We do.
But it's
still
a different
do more
style.
we go.
It's a different-
and everybody takes everything I say to heart. Oh my gosh, you made fun of this, you made fun of that. I grew up in an era where you could say stuff and it was a joke. It's a joke. The stuff I say is a joke. I'll say stuff about Garen. I'll say stuff about Justin. You know what I mean?
It's comedy.
It's comedy. It's slapstick comedy. It's supposed to make you laugh, not to offend anybody. No matter what I say or what I do, you know what I mean? It's like they always turn around and say, Trey's this, Trey's that. And the funny thing is, they never met me, but they know everything about me. My take on life is we might as well laugh. Look what's going on around us. I'd much rather laugh than I would think about the train wreck that we got running this country and everything else that's going on right now. It's just like blows my mind. But, you got people that don't know which bathroom to use. And I can go on and on. That's a whole other subject. So why not just laugh? Because, when I look at some of this stuff nowadays, I look at my phone sometimes laying in bed and all I can do is just shake my head. And I just say, I don't know what to say. I just scroll on and exactly, I scroll on. I don't care. If they want to live like that, knock yourself out. I don't let it drive me crazy anymore. You know what I mean? I used to, but I don't. And that's what a lot of you people need to do. The ones who are offended by everything. Who cares? Who cares?
But when we started the BellLife Bangs, we wanted to be different. There's a lot of gun channels on YouTube, but there's no gun channels on YouTube that has comedy and is obviously safe with the guns, and then also has the BellLife that has to do with it. So there's a lot different about because they didn't want to be like every other gun channel. They don't want to be a review channel.
That's why it's called BellLife Bangs.
Yeah.
Stand up and do your thing.
The Bangs? No. They got to go to the Bangs for that. They got to go to the Bangs for that.
Sorry.
If you want to see that, you got to go to the
I
Bangs.
would imagine most people that are subscribed here are subscribed to the Banks channel.
Yeah.
I would hope.
But
And
started
if you're
that.
not, check it out. I think you'll like it. I'm not even telling you to subscribe. I think you'll want to subscribe because it's pretty funny, and it's a good channel.
So I can actually show you on here. They actually not, we're not complaining or anything, but they actually mess with us on the Bang channel too.
Already,
So
how long has it been going? 6 weeks?
I think 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah, they're already hitting videos on there. It's like, here we go again.
So see the yellow right there on the money thing? That means they're only not suitable. They're not age restricted, but there's one you haven't seen, binary AR, and that's
Just
the
give it a
shotgun.
matter. Just give it a little time. They'll be jacking the dog on us on that too. So,
But they're messing with us a little bit on there, but it's
they mess with us on the vlog channel. Amy had to give blood having the baby.
Yep.
This is how ridiculous it is. Amy gave blood giving the baby. They restricted the video.
age restricted.
Age restricted video.
Yeah, and actually that's on the
On a checkup, so she had to give blood.
Whatever
on
it
the
was,
checkup.
whatever it was, they
It was
restricted video.
Yeah, it was the first big.
But you can watch a woman shave her vagina
That really-
and wax her vagina, but it's educational. Okay.
It's weird.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
What I can't figure out is on TikTok. Every once in a while, you'll scroll past a woman breastfeeding.
Yeah, tit hanging out and everything else.
I can't figure that one.
And I got something that says "I love Shusey" on my shirt, and it's age restricted or whatever. We're banned for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was on TikTok. Yeah.
What? You people, where do you come up with this crap? I don't even get it.
But as we're sitting now, the only thing that we have is our Instagram is TheBellLife_official, and then we have our TikTok, which is TheBellLife,
Which
and
is a joke.
the BellLife, and then our Facebook is TheBellLife, and then the Twitter is TheBellLife, and then the BellLife Bangs on YouTube, Ask the BellLife on YouTube, and the BellLife Vlogs, and that's all of us. That's what we have. But I know it's a completely long story. Everybody's tired. Everybody's probably sleeping.
Everybody probably turned the camera off, turned the phone off already, and we're sorry, but we do get asked it a million times.
Yeah, I was just in Gatlinburg. Me and Amy went to the Dixie Stampede.
And Justin said it good. I liked how he said it because I never thought about it like this. We do see people and they say, I watch you guys all the time. And like he said in the beginning, they don't even know about the .com. And it's like, you don't watch us all the time and you would know what's going on.
Yeah, a lot of people that...
The true fans are .com members. They're the ones that are true fans. They know. And I'm not saying you guys, don't take that the wrong way, but the ones who really watch us are members of the .com too, because and then they watch the vlog, this, and which if you want them... I'll start over. Ones of you that are watching now that don't know about the .com, check that out because I really think you'll like that.
Yeah, there's two different people. There's two different ways they come at you. They'll be like, I'm a .com member,
Yep.
or they'll say I watch you guys all the time. Well, what they're meaning they watch us all the time is the people that
Used to watch us.
yeah
when we had
that
main
take the
channel.
content. They'll put it up on their channel, and that's how they see our stuff, which is fine. But we were in the Dixie Stampede. We're sitting there, the waiters bringing our drinks. A waitress, and she goes, do you guys do YouTube? And I'm like, yeah, and I always have a BellLife shirt on, no matter where I'm at normally. And I'm like, yeah, what did you see, the shirt or something? And she's like, there's a guy down here that is like insane, and he's scared to come up and talk to you. Don't be scared to come up and
No,
talk
we're
to you.
just normal, stupid people. Just come talk to us, please.
You gotta watch some of the
Dumb hillbillies, we don't care. Come talk to us.
Yeah, some of the YouTubers, if you walk...
I said I'm dumb too. I'm offended that I said that. I call myself dumb.
A lot of YouTubers will come up and they're stuck up and they think they're better than you. That's everything about all their channels is fake. They're all happy and upbeat and all that kind of stuff. But if you see us anywhere in public, come up, knock on a window, say hi, anything you want.
Please do that for sure. I'm flattered to meet you, and I'm no better than you. I breathe the same air you do. I put my britches one leg on at a time.
But she said
Your wife standing up there.
Wife standing up though. Wife standing up.
The guy down there is he wants to meet you. So I got up and walked down and he was shaking and stuff. I'm like, we're not any different than anybody else. And all we did was just start a YouTube channel. And he said, man, I watch you guys all the time. And I actually fell into it. A lot of times Amy and Trey says it. But I'm like, oh, you watch us on the BellLife.com? And he's like, what do you mean? What's that? And I'm like, oh, do you watch on the BellLife Bangs? He's like, BellLife? No, the BellLife. And so there's a lot of people that don't know because...
I think there's a clown out there right now that has a channel named The BellLife, doesn't he?
Yeah, he commented on the videos. He said, I got your original channel name if you want it back. Anybody can have the BellLife. Anybody can have the BellLife.
Did he comment and say that?
Yeah, I don't know who it was. But anybody can make their channel name the BellLife.
What a retard.
Now, like on a website, TheBellLife.com, that's a domain name. We only have...
Like I said, you've made it big when you got peons that have to make a living off your back. We've made it big. So I feel special? I feel special.
So I told that guy at the Dixie Stampede, I tried... This whole story is obviously long to tell, but Amy yelled at me because the horses were coming out and whatever, the pirates were flying from the ceiling at the Dixie Stampede. I was trying to explain all this to him, and I'm like,
naked women running around. Justin was a wreck.
I said, just look at TheBellLife.com, but everything's going good. And
tell them what we're doing Saturday.
What are we doing? Oh yeah, going down and getting more tattoos on Saturday.
Justin's got all.
Still have no idea what I'm getting, but we're getting a tattoo.
I think he's gonna get a big nutsack on his arm. Big hairy nutsack.
So basically, if I think about things too much, then nothing ends up happening. So I just say, just put that right here.
Just go with it.
Yeah.
Let's go with it.
But
land the plane, Justin. That's just it. We won't tell you all. That's enough.
Yeah. So we don't need
too long. 2 hour long video here.
Yeah. So we won't talk about it anymore.
My legs are asleep. I feel like I'm sitting on the toilet.
But this is what happened to the BellLife on YouTube. And that's our story so far. But
That's our story, and we're sticking to it.
you've already heard us talk about it a million times. But of course, subscribe here, subscribe to the BellLife vlogs, subscribe to the BellLife bangs, and then check us out on TheBellLife.com. All the links will be in the description. And appreciate you all.
Our next channel is going to be an astronaut. We're going to be in the outer space. Justin's got something lined up for us to get on a website in outer space.
Yeah.
Check that out.
And on the channel infos and all those, Amy actually edited them all the way down on the
That is pretty cool.
edited them on the Waiting Gatlinburg. If you go to the top of your phone, if you pull up YouTube, and I'm gonna make sure I'm saying this right. If you go to like that's our BellLife Vlogs channel at the top. There's a home videos playlist. If you go to the about and click on the about, it tells what the channel's about, and it has the links to the other channels, and it has the upload schedule on every single channel. So appreciate you all.
And it'll take you to .com.
And you, yeah, that's what I said, the links to everything.
Oh, sorry.
You can click on all
I don't
the
know
links.
links and all. I just said it takes you to .com.
Thank you all more,
Appreciate you.
We'll see you on the next one.
Noise.